Yo, what's going on today, guys? It's Sam Smito here. Welcome back to the channel. I didn't think I would end up making this video so soon, but after yesterday's video where at the start I reported on Mercy One Trick report teamwork, I've kind of stirred the pot a little bit. I've got a lot of comments saying you can get banned for reporting one tricks. Again, One Trick Genji reports me one trick, even though I'm not even close to a Genji one trick. Like, my hero pool is as wide as I don't even know, but you guys know what I mean. Then we have unsubscribing. What was that report? It's a big argument. So there's a lot of arguments going. We're reporting one trick's jackass. It's just a jackass move, bro, which is like not a jackass move. One tricking is the jackass move. Okay, let's be real. I just have a lot of comments like this, and I want to make a response video to that, and just kind of an open letter to Blizzard as well about why they need to start. Well, if they're not going to take action against one tricks, at least don't suspend people for reporting one tricks report teamwork. Because I've had some friends get suspended for that. When one tricking is definitely poor teamwork. Like, there's no way that it is not poor teamwork. So I'm going to go into that argument today. I'm going to argue for why one tricking is poor teamwork. And we're just going to talk about that. So let's do it. Real quick, the new stream schedule is going to be on Twitch. I'm going back to streaming on Twitch from Monday through Friday at noon EST to about 5 EST, all right? There's going to be an announcement on my Twitter. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at SmitoFPS. Join my Discord to get notice about when we go live every time. And let's get into this video. So, one tricking. Why is it punishable, guys? Why should one tricking be punishable? In the words of Jeff Kaplan, and XQC also mentioned it when he was talking about Mercy being OP in that one, the meme video talking about Mercy. Every hero is good in certain situations, right? Every hero is meant to be good under certain circumstances, right? So if you intentionally only play one hero and do not have a second on another hero, right? I don't report people who have time on other heroes, whether it be a second, a minute, or an hour, okay? If you only have hours on a single hero in the competitive game mode, right, there is an instance in that, say, 8 hours that you've played the game, which is what the Mercy's hours were. I believe it was either 7 or 8 hours. I think it was 8. There is at least one instance where you're forcing your team to play around you and you are intentionally refusing to switch heroes. Intentionally only playing one hero is a burden to your team. At some point, right? You might be winning some games, which is good, but in the games that you have lost, which is when you get reported for poor teamwork, right? Because somebody on your team was, not in voice chat and refusing to talk to his team and refusing to switch, right? That means that he was trying to lose the game, well, it doesn't mean he was trying to lose the game. It means he was forcing his team to play around him and he was not working around his team, which is what poor teamwork is, right? If you refuse to work around your team and change comps in a game where one of the heads of the game has said every hero is good in certain situations. Emphasis on that. Every hero is good in certain situations. That is what's known, and all the pro players will agree with me here. Right? Every hero is good in a certain situation, and if you only play one and you intentionally play one in the competitive game mode, right, and only one, that is poor teamwork. That is definitely poor teamwork. You refuse to switch. You intentionally refuse to switch no matter what the circumstances are, right? So take Mercy, for example. Right? If a team is running full dive and your teammates are not doing very well and they're unable to protect your Mercy, right? And it's a Mercy one trick and the Mercy's complaining, well, why don't you just pick Moira, right? Pick a hero that has a fade ability. Pick a hero that has mobility that can keep you alive. No, I won't pick Moira because I'm a Mercy one trick, right? So you force your team to play around you and then you become like a ball and chain to your team. That's one example that I can give you. That Mercy refusing to switch heroes in a game that kind of revolves around counter picking, it's poor teamwork. You're not doing your best to help your team win. You're doing what makes you happy, not what makes your team happy. And that is absolutely poor teamwork. Okay? There's a difference between picking what you think can win the game and only picking one hero. Because one hero is not going to be the answer every single time. And refusing to switch to a different one is poor teamwork. That is poor teamwork. And I understand Overwatch is a game where people want to pick the heroes that they want. And I understand that. And I get what Blizzard's kind of reasoning behind some kind of disciplinary action against one tricks. Let me take this off the top. I didn't realize that notification thing was at the top of my stream, and the top D thing as well. Rip. Okay, whatever. But I can understand where Blizzard is coming from, right? I can understand where Blizzard's coming from when they say people should be able to pick the heroes that they want. I get that, but that also only extends that also only extends to a certain degree, right? Like it turns into poor teamwork eventually, and one tricking is absolutely poor teamwork, and it should be. Listen, I'm not saying how Blizzard should punish for it. To be honest, I don't know how they should punish for it, okay? I mean, maybe block off competitive play for people who one trick. I'm not really sure, because you need to have in my opinion, the best players are the players that have a wide hero pool. And when you're in Grandmaster and top 500 elo and you see people that only play one hero, in my opinion, they don't deserve to be in that elo, because you need to have at least a hero pool of about 3 heroes. In my opinion, a three is still very borderline. Like, my hero pool is like about 20. Like, I can play 20 heroes in the game at a 4K plus level, and I've had to put in time and hours into learning these heroes. I'm sure you guys know. You guys have all probably put in a lot of work to get good at the heroes that you're good at. And, it's really discouraging to see somebody only play one and be able to just, force their team to fill around them every single game. It honestly ruins the experience. It really, really does. So it really breaks my heart. It seriously upsets me to see that players, not only are the one tricks not being punished for forcing their team to fill around them in every circumstance of the game, but you're also punishing players who report these players who ruin the experience and force their team to play around them every single game, which is absolutely poor teamwork. So it's just really upsetting. Like you couldn't be more off the ball here, Blizzard. Not only are you not punishing the one tricks who force their team to fill around them, but you're punishing players who honestly want to make the competitive experience better using the report function, who truly believe that what these people are doing are poor teamwork, and then you suspend their accounts. It's really silly, in my opinion. You guys really need to take a different approach on this. Anyway, we're going to read these comments and kind of debunk them as well. We got a lot of good ones. He says here, basically, if you play one hero and there's a game where you're getting no use from your one trick Hanzo example, and he won't change because he's a one trick and he's behaving badly as a team player in a team-based game, you're getting no use from the only hero he plays, and if he or she were to switch heroes, it most likely be terrible at the hero they play because they don't play a hero apart from the one. Therefore, they have very bad teamwork and are just bad at the game in general. Use that, Sam, to explain if I said everything right and just to make a command to have it as exclamation mark one trick and copy paste that and edit it how you want it. Basically, hit the nail on the head there, right? Say it's, for example, a Hanzo and they're running full dive and your Hanzo's not doing a job of staying alive, but he'd do better on another hero, most likely, and that would help the team more. And he refuses to switch because he's a one trick. That's not working with your team. That is literally the gold standard definition of poor teamwork. You can't say it better than that, right? So one trick Genji reports another one trick. That's a joke. Like I'm not a Genji one trick, so he's kidding around. Unsubbing. What was that report? I put a frowny face. Dude, it's a one trick who has no time on another hero. Blah blah blah. But it's not a character that does not help the team, is what he says. But here's my argument to that. Jeff himself has said. Jeff himself, quote, every hero is good for certain situations, right? If you only play one of them, in those hours that you have played that hero, there are going to be instances where you're getting heavily countered, weighing your team down, and refusing to switch because you only play one hero, okay? Okay, he said he's subbing again. Okay, we're good. I felt like the comment was childish. Oh, okay, well, it's all right. There's just a big debate about this stuff. Okay. All right, this guy says, LO, people always such, blah, blah, blah. Reporting others just because you're not following the rules of a game. LO, it's crazy. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what that means. Yeah, that was an uncalled for report, I think he meant. You shouldn't have done that. Although, hopefully what I have just said in this video has justified it. We're going to keep going down here. Let's see. I could not wait to watch this so I could reprove on Genji. And then you reported a player for no reason at all lost a fan. Again, I think I kind of answered why, in my opinion. And actually, it's not even opinion; it's fact, right? It's not okay. Let me say what's fact before you get the wrong idea. It's a fact that every hero is meant to be good in certain situations, and if you only play one, there are going to be a lot more instances where you are getting countered and you're not trying to help your team by switching heroes and playing other things. That is a fact. It's a fact that every hero is meant to be good in a certain situation. Jeff said it himself. Okay. And if you only play one, you're eventually, there are going to be a lot of games in that instance where you're going to be a ball and chain to your team, okay? So, that's a fact. So, my opinion is kind of I'm using that fact to back up my opinion, right? So, I think that makes sense. Reporting one tricks will get you banned. You're getting reported for reporting a one trick at the beginning of the game. I'm reported as somebody who has had many instances of poor teamwork for poor teamwork. Okay, go ahead and report me for that. That's in my opinion, that's using the report feature how it's meant to be used. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's see. Genji bad, please switch. Lol. Let's see. I think that's it for negative comments. I think that's probably it. Okay, yeah, it's not loading anywhere. Okay, so I kind of went over all those comments and gave my opinion out there. I'm pretty sure every pro player out there will back up what I have said, and they completely agree with me. And I, I'm referencing the pro scene for a reason, because usually the pro scene is the pinnacle of the game, and they lay out the foundation for the game. But honestly, guys, like, what to do with One Tricks? Somebody might ask me, well, what would you do about it, Sam? If it comes to about 8 hours in, 5 to 8 hours in to a competitive season, and you only have hours on really one hero, then you should, in my opinion, you should bar those people from competitive. Not ban them from competitive, but say, look, until you're willing to play other heroes, give them a minor suspension and say, look, learn more heroes, right? You need to, it's competitive, right? This is a competitive game. Well, actually, okay, well, here's the counterpoint to that. Well, no. I was going to say, it might not matter so much in, like, lower elos, like silver and gold and all that stuff, but it really does. Like, you're not coming into Overwatch with a competitive mindset if you're only willing to play one hero. You're really not. You're not being competitive. That's not a competitive environment. And if you really only just want to play one hero the entire time, play quick play. Right, I would issue some sort of competitive bar. I'm not sure how. It doesn't have to be very severe, but just like some sort of bar from competitive for people who are unwilling to switch heroes and only willing to play one, because you're not coming in with a competitive mindset to a competitive game mode if you're only willing to play one hero. So that's what I would do to that. I don't dislike all One Tricks as people. I'm sure they're nice people, but if you're only willing to play one hero, then competitive is not the game mode for you. And if people are reporting them in that game mode for being not very competitive, because only playing one hero is not very competitive. If you're reporting them for that, you shouldn't get punished. It's insane that you punish people who report people for only playing one hero, and that is the gold standard of poor teamwork, okay? It doesn't get much worse than only playing one hero and refusing to switch. That is poor teamwork in this kind of game mode. So thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Let's have a healthy discussion down below in the comments, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.